All right, I'm no stranger to alternative operating systems, and I am no stranger to Chromebooks. And I picked up these two hunks of junk here recently. My girlfriend's parents are moving. They had these kicking around from, I believe, schools. I know at least this black one was an old school Chromebook. This formerly white one here, I believe, also was as well. So they both work. This one, you can see the period key is missing, but they both function. This bad boy is actually one of the little kind of tablet guys. Currently running version 103.0 point whatever. That's what we got on this Acer. And on this, I believe Lenovo. Hi, Editing Alex here. It's a Lenovo. It doesn't matter. It's still managed by the school that it was associated with previously, and I can't seem to find a way to bypass that, at least not easily. So if any of you know how to do that, let me know. Otherwise, this transition is going to be a little awkward, but we're talking about ports now. So get ready to talk about ports now. So we do have HDMI, which is cool, but we have a stupid proprietary barrel plug, which I'm never a fan of these. USB 3 full-size SD card, and on the other side, one more USB, and a headphone jack and a Kensington lock. This is actually the power button, because, you know, if you're using it like this. Hi. One thing I noticed about this is sometimes, and right now it's not doing it, when you're holding it in tablet mode. Oh, it's doing it now. And now it's fine. Yeah, sometimes the keyboard stays on, which is obviously not supposed to happen. You're supposed to use the kind of touch keyboard there. I haven't messed with these other than factory resetting them. I don't know what I want to put on this one. Some form of Linux. I want something that can take advantage of the tablet form factor. First things first, we need model numbers. Let's get those. This is got an Intel chip. So let me see. Chrome : see if I can remember how to do this. And if I could type correctly, Chrome : / system. You know what? Let's do this the old-fashioned way and look at the bottom of the machine. N15Q8. Acer N15Q8. Here it is on eBay. Spec sheet. Where can I find the spec sheet? Where can I find the spec sheet? Good question. This thing's not a powerhouse, but you know what? It loads. Okay. I'm just going to trust this little AI overview because I don't feel like looking for this anymore. Laptop with 4 gigs of RAM, 16 gigs of storage, a Celeron, and 32 gigs of flash. Well, I can find out how much storage it has, whether it's 16 or 32 gigs. It's 32, okay. Well, we got a Celeron in here and 4 gigs of RAM. We'll make it work. I do have, where is it? Here it is. This is a Linux Mint boot drive. Now, anyone that's ever installed an alternative operating system on a Chromebook knows it is not as simple as mashing F12, sticking this in a USB port, and that's it. There's some stuff we must do. We're gonna bust out the main boy here, and I'm gonna pull up, what is it, Mr. Chromebox, right? Here it is. Here's the website, mrchromebox.tech. Custom boot firmware and utilities for your Chromebook / Chromebox. Let's jump into it. Yeah, and obviously they're like, you're gonna void your warranty, you know. The only experience I have with this specific process is I have a Pixelbook Go, which I did this with this part and I put Windows 10 on it and it didn't work very well, and I put Linux Mint on it and it worked very well, except there was no audio. So, we'll see. Acer, slide this out from underneath. What are you called again? Oh, CB5. Acer CB. Whoops. C5? CB5? Hello? CB5132 series. I'm seeing CB3. All right, well, let's just do this the old-fashioned way. CB5132 series. This? Cyan, yes. End of life. UEFI full firmware. Okay. So this word, I was worried that I was going to have to do this pretty goofy step. There's a screw on the inside of this machine that enables write protection. That's where it is. So, angle this bad boy like this. Put this thing upside down. It is so gross. And get cracking on it. Now, thankfully, these do look like Phillips screws, so nothing too foolish here. Oh my god. It's interesting, the write protection on the Pixelbook Go, it said I had to take it apart and take the battery out, which I did, and it still didn't work, and I had to run, by the end of it, I had to run a command, some terminal command. That did work. Look at this, these screws have a little, what do you call that? Washer? Looks to me, based on the 12 screws, 11 screws, that the 11 visible screws, I should say, that I'm not going to have to pull these rubber feet off, which is always wonderful for projects like this. Also, all of these screws are the same length, so you can see I'm just putting them all in the same spot there. I know you can see this light flashing. This thing is on right now. I'm going to turn it off before I pop it open, and obviously a little PSA, when you do open up a computer like this, especially a battery-powered one where it can turn on when it's not connected to the wall, power it off, and then unplug the battery. So we're going to turn this thing off real quick, power down. There we go. Has this thing... oh, okay, hold on. Ribbon cables? We have a couple. It's still on, by the way. So that's not great, but let me show best I can. We have this ribbon cable here, and then we do as well have what looks like a small one down on either side of the hinge, maybe? No, the hinge is up here. Well, then I don't know what those are for, but I'm going to disconnect this one to the best of my ability. It's maybe taped or glued in. What is going... Okay, first of all, let me actually turn this thing off. I don't know why it failed to power down. Is it turning back on right now? Is that what I'm... we got blue light. Yeah, it is. That's really special. Okay. Shut down. That appears to have worked. All right, what is going on? Upon closer inspection, those ribbon cables at the bottom were a hallucination or something, because we just got this one, but it is taped in place here. There's some adhesive holding it there and here. You know what? It doesn't matter. I'm unscrewing one screw. I'm not even going to disconnect the battery, which I would do right here by the looks of it. This screw, we can see this right there. There's a little white arrow pointing to it. That's right here. Oh my god. I'm gonna strip the fuck out of this thing. Oh, it's Phillips head. It's just tiny. This maybe? Yeah, that feels substantially more likely to work. Nope. I really don't want to round this screw and then not be able to proceed with this process at all. Come on. God damn, what the hell? Does not want to budge. I have an idea. It's not a very good one. Okay, well, that idea would require me knowing where my wire cutters are, and it would appear that I don't. There's still a couple things that I can try here. Come on! This thing is so... it's so in there. Holy shitballs, girl. I'm like messing up my screwdriver. Oh, God bless America. For some reason that turned the fucking computer on, but I got it. I don't know how, because, well, just see for yourself. There's not much left of what used to be a Phillips head point, but I managed somehow to retrieve it. So that's rad. Let's close this bad boy back up. What's done is done. And I would say now we'll turn it back on, but it appears to just do that kind of whenever it feels like. So I'm thinking, I don't know, trying to think what would run well in a tablet form factor. Let's see. Best Linux distro for tablet. What is the best Linux distro for tablet? This guy says something that uses GNOME. Fedora is the go-to distro for GNOME. I've had Fedora GNOME on my Transformer Mini for years. Okay. I'm sold. I'm going to do a few things. One, I'm going to install Etcher. And two, I'm going to do Fedora. Move this so I don't smack it off the desk. Latest release, 40. Fedora Workstation, Fedora Server, Fedora Internet of Things. This is polished, easy to use for laptop and desktop. I will do this. Give me your files. And then Etcher. Do I have Etcher on here actually? Etcher. Oh, I do. Look at that. There's a media writer. Just want an ISO file? I do actually. Intel and AMD x86 64-bit download. And there's a checksum button too. This is going right now. Let me grab my cellular telephone so I can respond to those text messages. Alright, so newsflash. I'm videotaping this with my cellular telephone. Turns out I'm just very smart. So Write Protect is now disabled on this. This thing feels really flimsy with the bottom unscrewed like this. I don't know. This website, I like it. It's not weighed out super well. Put your device in developer mode. It's Escape and F3. I don't know why they're like, it's this, except on the different Chromebooks when it's, come on. We have, I can't dim this. It says this. I think now I hit Control D. Turn OS verification off, press enter. Come on. I hate this shine. We're sitting here together. We're waiting on this together. Me and you. And our dog Blue. Okay, OS verification is off. Control D again. And it boots into Chrome OS now. I think. If I remember this. Your system is transitioning to developer mode. Local data has been cleared. Okay. I'm trying to remember how exactly... There's a way to get into like a proper... Oh my god. It's just Control Alt F2. Never mind. Login incorrect. What do I type in here? I'm trying to remember. I had this issue on the Pixelbook as well. One moment. Okay, confusingly, I had to continue as guest. I didn't want to sign in to my Google account fully. But once I made it to an actual desktop interface, and then you type root to log in, and now I'm in. So, there is this command that you definitely can't read from all the way over there. I'm going to type this in and we're going to see if it just works. Read-only file system. Okay. Sudo flash rom -- write protect - disable. Success. Run this again. Read-only file system. What do you mean? Write protect status. Write protect is disabled. Okay, hold on. Okay, see if this guy has it. I do that right? Read-only file system. Let's reboot. Can I not reboot from here? I cannot reboot from there. Come on. Wait. Progress. More typos on my part. Oh, I think this is it. I mean, it certainly looks correct from first glance. Boom. There are a couple options here. Acer Chromebook R11, board name Cyan, Braswell chip, yada yada yada. Write protect disabled. That's good. Install/update RW legacy firmware is not supported on this device and is not even allowable. We have a lot of options here. I literally don't care about 326. We are trying to do the full ROM, so that's it. 2. Select numeric menu option or reboot power off quit. So I'm doing 2. Enter. Gives you this warning. Yes. Yep. Create a copy of your firmware. Say yes. Say yes to this step. I am saying no because I do not care about this machine. But don't do that. If you're going to do this, say yes. So this is installing the new firmware. This is not a ROM. This is not a full operating system. This is just the firmware that allows us to install the ROM from here. So I'll let that do its thing. Okay, enter to return, R to reboot. Hello, we got blue light. Oh, this is what we want to see. This is the correct boot thing. This means that the firmware did install properly. Secure boot disabled. Booting from EMC device failed. Verify. It contains a 64-bit UEFI OS. Well, it doesn't. This is where we flash Fedora onto a USB stick. I've never used Fedora. Okay, I have dismantled my desktop setup here, and we're going to use this just for this drive, which currently has Linux Mint on it. Why Mint, you may be wondering? Why not grab another flash drive? Well, I do have this Windows 11 bootable drive. Windows 11 is a pain to create media for, so instead of messing with that, I'm going to do this. The only other flash drive I own is currently set up as extended storage for my Wii U, so I'm not touching that ever. So let's flash from file. We do have this Fedora ISO, select target. We do have this flash drive here, and go. I love Etcher. What an excellent piece of software. ETA here is indecisive, to say the least. So I'm going to pause the video and let this flash. All right, Fedora's done flashing. In theory, connect this beauty right here. Type exit. And here we are in the fancy new Mr. Chromebox BIOS, basically. There's the USB drive, recognized right away. Let's boot. Okay, so start Fedora Workstation Live 40 or test this media and start. We're just gonna, I guess we'll test this media. I don't know what that is. We're gonna learn together.
Did you want a quarter pounder or a double quarter pounder?
Oh, double. Double QPC. You ready for some engagement baiting? Drop your McDonald's order in the comment section below. I'm getting a quarter pounder with cheese and some McNuggies. Okay, so I guess this is the check that we're running. I'm gonna center this right now so we can Yeah, that's good. Yeah, I've been waving to the fine people at home through the reflection in the video a few times now.
I kind of assumed.
We have fun here.
You're funny.
We do. We do 90% done checking media. I've never, understanding my experience with Linux is limited. I've never seen a distro do this before. 100%. And there it goes. I got a present for you.
Oh, thank you.
It's the right protect screw
Oh,
from the computer.
fancy.
Yeah.
I'm gonna eat it.
Okay. I never need it again.
Oh, okay.
Literally ever. Started GDM. That's GNOME Display Manager. Whoa! What the fuck is this? Yeah, install Fedora. Moment of truth. Moment of truth. Moment of truth. Did it work? It worked!
Hell yeah.
Hey! I've never used GNOME in my life. I only know to call it GNOME. I feel like an asshole. Is it going? How do I use this? Hello? Are you working? It is working. Unable to create a PID file. Don't care, didn't ask. Installation, destination, automatic partitioning selected. I am perfectly happy with that. Look at this very modern reclaim space. Is that what I want? Because I want the whole disk. Oh, delete all. Yes, all. Bye. Bye. Say goodbye to the partitions.
Goodbye.
Goodbye. Reclaim space. And boom. Oh, gorgeous. It selected my time zone and keyboard automatically. Unlike Linux Mint, I didn't have to click through those. God damn. For the folks at home, this is me learning what the fuck a GNOME is. What the fuck is a GNOME is? What is this? How do I? Okay, you can tap it.
It's like a phone.
It's like a phone, but there's a button for it instead of a gesture. Maybe when there's drivers installed properly, then gestures will happen. What's up here? What we got? Quick settings? Yes, actually one single quick settings menu like a phone. Power mode. Balanced? Performance. Don't be a dark mode. We got a dark style. I tapped on the battery and nothing happened. Okay. Oh, nope. It opened a settings menu. Oh, the settings menu looks like a phone too. This is gonna be rad on a tablet. Forget the missing key. Hey, by the way, I said it was a period key too. It's a control key. It's right control.
Oh, it should have been my period. That's not.
The period key is the key above the missing key, and it is definitely there.
Oh, maybe it was a control key.
Yeah.
They're all the same.
They're all the same.
Yeah.
You just press any key all the time?
Yeah.
So let's talk through this at home while I go through this in amazement and talk through this with my lovely girlfriend. So we've got a dock, but it only shows up in the multitasking view, like a Palm Pre with a search bar at the top. Shout out to everyone in the comments here who had a Palm phone. Let me know. We've got a Fedora logo down here that's hopefully just in the wallpaper. We got a quick settings panel here with like a screenshot button, a settings button, obviously some quick settings including brightness and audio, quick audio output change. Yup, love to see it. Hey, does the audio work? Speaker, built-in audio. Oh my God, it does. Wow. I wish I had recorded me installing Linux on my Pixelbook so that the audio working would be as surprising to the folks at home as it is to me. Needless to say, it was a different experience. What else do we have? We have an app drawer down here. All apps. Oh, interesting. And it shrinks down these up into the top. It's not quite iPhone. It's very Palm. Comes with LibreOffice. Already installed. Oh, there's a tour. We can take a tour. Start the tour. I will, but I want you over on this desktop here. And it automatically creates a new empty desktop. Let's run through this tour. Get an overview. Press the super key. Okay, so yeah, the start key or the search key on this laptop does take us to this menu here. Type to search. Head to the overview and just start typing. I mean, that's pretty standard, but good to see us here. Keep on top with workspaces. Sorry about the exposure drifting in this video. Maybe I will have a better setup for future videos. Or maybe I won't. Wouldn't you like to know, Weather Boy? I don't know what this means. Workspaces view. Try 3-finger swipe up. Oh, instead of the super key, I can also do the 3-finger swipe like on a MacBook. Left and right to swipe between workspaces. Yup, as you expect. And that's it. Great. Wonderful. Okay, well, I'm going to pause the video and I'm going to let Fedora finish installing here. We'll be back. All right, quick update while I'm eating dinner. This finished, so we're going to reboot it now. And theoretically, I should be able to take this out. Actually, I'm going to go ahead and take this out. Great. Hi, Fedora. Okay. I'm going to let this boot up. I'm going to get all the drivers and whatever I need to update it and all that good stuff, and then I'm going to be back. Okay, Fedora is up and running. I have discovered a few things about it while this has been setting up. One, you can, I think, swipe in from these corners here. So like that and that. Now what I can't tell is that just, does it just think I'm tapping? Or does it know that I'm actually, you know what I mean? It doesn't matter. You can also 3-finger swipe to get around, which is pretty cool. The pre-installed apps are just these, and we're still waiting for the software catalog here. 45 updates, it's kind of what I thought we were gonna have. Some of these are for system apps. Some of these are drivers. Some of these are font updates. Gotta update your fonts, everybody. While this goes, apologies for the, you know what? To fight the glare, I think we're gonna use this in light mode just to make it a little more visible for the camera here. So it's like some of these buttons don't want to work right away, like this one here. Let's look around. Let's check some stuff. See what wallpapers we got while this is downloading updates in the background. Hello? Settings is showing as open. There it is. All right. Default or dark style. And then we've got hello. Oh God. It's not the fastest computer in the world. Okay. All right, so just these 12-ish. These two appear to be the same, but this one is like over time. The rest of them are just light/dark. We'll go with this one. That is fine, just fine. So what do we got in here? 768p, that is the resolution here, that is correct. Doesn't seem to wanna... Is this better with a mouse? I sure hope not. No. Maybe. I don't know. So we're gonna try something a little wild. If I can get around the settings menu well enough, we're gonna pair a Bluetooth mouse. Connected, okay. Let's head to sound settings, display settings, close out of the goddamn... Okay, so the mouse works. Okay, hold on. Oh, hey, hot corners. Or at least hot corner for that. It doesn't, like, work in apps. Look at this. Touch works in apps, though. Baffling. While this is going, I'm gonna screw this damn thing back together. Because it feels crummy, all unscrewed like this. I think I'm gonna reboot it. Oh, no. Restart and update. Well, I guess I am gonna reboot it, but not for the reason I meant to initially. Okay, we are screwed together. All right, say it with me. I'm gonna pause the video and let this go, and I'll be back in a bit. Okay, we're back. Let's see if we get a touch keyboard for my password. GNOME Classic on Zorg. If only I knew what any of that meant. This does support multi-touch and all that. What do you do about typing if you're using it like a tablet? Yeah, no touch keyboard, at least not initially. Maybe it's in here? No, this is to type emojis. They use Google's current emoji set. That's fun. I like them on Android, and I like them here. What about in the settings? Let's poke around the settings. So we do get curved window corners here with a drop shadow. It's a pretty modern looking OS. It is definitely running a good bit smoother now that all the updates are done. What is boxes? It's a virtual machines app. Just native. How about that? Keyboard settings. Add input source. We got a touch keyboard going on? No? View keyboard layout. Okay, so I know you know how to render a touch keyboard. Let me... There's a whole big keyboard shortcut menu, which is radical and useless to me. Hot corner. Oh, hot corner, singular. Okay. Dynamic workspaces. I like that. Workspaces on primary display only. Okay. Nothing here. You can't change your... Okay, so that functions now. You can't change your refresh rate. At least not on this. You know what? Can't change it on this display, but this bad boy has the old HDMI. Let's plug her in. Let's find out. Boom. Let's see what we can drive with this. This is not the best angle to be recording this at, but it'll work. The refresh rate locked at 60. What if I run this at a lower resolution? Aha. Well, then I can bring the refresh rate down. This is a 144 hertz screen. Not that you'd know it. Yeah, so down here on the now secondary display, it does just have the one workspace. As long as you have it set up that way, which I currently do. And this feels pretty snappy, even on two displays. If I shut this, is it gonna turn off? It's gonna go beige. We got a solid light, but hello? Oh, that freaked this thing out royally. I think that's enough of the HDMI for you. Let's get a little wipe down going on here. This display is just not firing up. All right, time for the old hardware reboot with the blue light there when it is, and then the orange light there. It's very Nintendo DSi. Just what it reminds me of, or like the original 3DS specifically. Well, the only other thing I want to know is three things. It's not one thing. One is touch keyboard. Fedora touch keyboard. It's in accessibility settings. I guess that makes a certain amount of sense. Screen keyboard on. So now, oh, that's that's not great. That is not an awesome on-screen keyboard experience. Can you tell this has taken me forever, by the way? If you watch this video in one sitting, you won't realize how many hours this has taken me, but you could probably tell the sun has gone down. Okay, and now the keyboard doesn't want to show now that I need it. There we go. Hey, I mean, it works. It's really stupid looking, but it works. The other thing I wanted to know, how are we on YouTube playback? This is where, you know, a YouTuber like Mr. MJD would search up one of his videos. But if you can't tell by the fact that my voice is coming directly through an iPhone microphone, there aren't any of my videos to search through. So I'm gonna throw Michael here a bone. Here he is. Ooh. Come on. And he's talking about Netscape already. Let's hop into the Palm video here. Ooh. Oh. It's up. Okay. Well, it plays YouTube. It takes a minute to go on a full screen. What are we playing at? 360p? Who needs more than 360p anyway? Let's try 480p. So far, so good. We're going to take it up a notch to 720. Thank you, David. Despite what YouTube wants you to believe, this is HD video playback, and this is a 768p display, so it doesn't really matter if you can display these, but I mean, obviously we're going to find out what 4K does to this poor chip. Ooh. Because he sent me this game he talked about a while back, brand new in the box, as you can see, along with a checking out a little bit later on. Well, the audio's going, but it hasn't left this frame. What if we started over? So this right here is a from 2011. Except it wasn't really much of an iPad filler, was it? It's not great. Because this thing was discontinued just weeks after it was released. 49 days to be exact. And we're dropping some frames in 1080. I would say 720p YouTube playback is about the cap on this thing. Well, the final test, and probably the most obvious, is going to take us to Steam. Actually, let me see if there should be Steam right in the built-in package manager. There almost always is on these distros. Hey. Damn, 3 stars? Do better, Valve. This is a little, you can't swipe up to close it, and you can tap the X, but you gotta like race to it, because it's clearly, it forgot the icon. It's clearly trying to do like a mouse hover situation. This is kind of aggravating. I have to live with the accessibility menu here if I want to use an on-screen keyboard. There's also, and this is something that I've noticed, and I'm sure GNOME users worldwide will be kind of like, yeah, I mean, obviously. There's no minimize or maximize buttons on any of the windows. There's just a close button. And you could double click to maximize or drag it to the top, I think. Yeah, that works too. I mean, you can do all of the window snapping. Maybe not corner snapping, although maybe that's a resolution thing. But you can at least do side by side and, drag it up to the menu bar here. But you can't minimize a window. As far as I can tell. That's interesting. What has happened here? Hey, this button works now. It's a shame that there we go. This has been stuck on 24% for quite some time. You know what? It took like 4 hours for Fedora to finish installing on this wonderful and terrific computer. Okay, well that finished, and now we're on to the updating Steam UI that we all know and love. By the way, we got Starbucks. I ordered a, whatever the fuck this is, piss cup. They got a little thing here.
Yeah, it's to show you no one drank your drink.
They could have drank my drink and then stuck this on it. And watch this. I just pulled this off and then I stuck it back on. And look, it's still on. Wow. Anyway, I also got a tall flat white because we're civilized here. And a cake pop. Oh, beautiful.
Isn't this gorgeous? I'm going to consume all of this before Steam finishes installing. We decided to treat ourselves for dinner. We ate some Starbucks. Earlier for dinner, we had some McDanish. The 2 Starbucks drinks here on either end of the frame look ridiculous, but not as ridiculous as if they knew about the cherry Coke that has been here for the entire recording session. So it is so goddamn flat. And now it's empty. How many progress bars, Steam? What do you think is going to be the most powerful game I'm getting out of this thing? You think we're getting 3D graphics? You think I'm running Half-Life 1?
No.
No?
No.
Okay. So what do you think I'm capping out at? Like
Doom. Original Doom.
Yeah, but original Doom, I mean, I could run it in DOS, but it's going to run through emulation.
That's all you're getting, is graphics like that. Let me see.
Like Animal Well.
I think it could run Animal Well.
Maximum graphic Animal Well.
Oh, don't say that. Animal Well's beautiful.
I love Animal Well. Oh, shit. Hey. All right, I'm going to have to stop recording so I can sign in Steam. One moment. Okay, well, after 2 attempts, I have finally successfully signed into Steam. As for getting to the Steam library page, you know, we're working on it. Oh, Steam's open. Oh! Don't even attempt to load the store, you sorry piece of shit. Come on. All right, we've made it in. I'm gonna try 3 games. We're gonna try Nope, not Morrowind. We're gonna try Half-Life 1. We're gonna try Animal Well. Does not appear to have a native Linux version, so I guess we're gonna find out how well games run through Proton on this. Oh boy. I do need to enable Proton here in my Steam compatibility settings. I'll have to restart Steam. All right, see y'all in 10 minutes. We're back up. I will say, this thing is chewing through Half-Life pretty quick. 87 megabits a second, or megabytes a second peak. Is this megabits or bytes? Maybe bips? Bibby bipes? I don't actually care. All right, Animal Well, you're next. And then, you know what? To test the CPU situation here, we're going to install Noita as well. Noita is not hard to run, but there is a lot of simulation happening. We're gonna see. How are we downloading 1 of 6? Oh, because Steam and Steam and Steam. Okay, I'm gonna let all these download. Games are done. Let's see what this thing is made of. We'll just play it on the built-in keyboard. How about that? Grab a controller and kick back. This game needs a controller for best experience. I mean, I believe that is true. Failed to create Direct 3D 12 device. Looks like Animal Well might not even... Yeah, looks like that's a non-starter. Well, this has been a slow burn, but we're over 90% done processing these Vulkan shaders. Given that Direct 3D was a non-starter for Animal Well, I think we need to use Vulkan. It's thinking. Whoa. Okay, well, the game is running. Autosave found. Looks like the game crashed. That's Steam Cloud. Oh. Oh. Do we have audio? Oh man. Well, I'm almost dead. I don't... Hey, it's running. Really slowly. And my audio isn't working seemingly at all. Okay, I'm gonna let myself die there. And let's get a new game running so that I can maybe get this running at a competent speed. I'm sure the Steam overlay here is not really helping me, but I'm using the built-in FPS counter because shut up. 20-ish. 20-ish frames a second right now. That's 720p. The lowest resolution I can run this game at is 640 by 350. Fucking yeah. Full screen too. Okay, already that, well, it looks like butts now, and we're still actually running in the 20s, but in the mid to high 20s now. Pixel art anti-aliasing off, low resolution rendering on, low quality rendering on, dithering off. Those are kind of the only render options that I have. And that bumps our frame rate almost all the way up to 30 frames most of the time. We'll lock focus again one more time. So this is about half speed, and the game is actually moving in slow motion as well. But I mean, there's just not much else I can do. Wow. Can you... You could barely read those words at this resolution. That says cast delay, by the way. And again, the audio is just not... It's just quit. Well, this is hardly a super enjoyable gaming experience, but I got a kill. Well, last but not least, given that Noita could almost run at half speed most of the time, as long as nothing was happening, I'm feeling good about Half-Life. Hey, it booted easier than any of the other games. About 30 to 35 FPS on the menu. Sound quality, I'm gonna put it to low, not that it matters. We're gonna do software rendering at 720 by 480. VSync off, shaders off, texture filtering off, apply. I'm gonna wait, we're gonna wait. All right, we'll force quit and restart it. Hopefully those changes remained. We definitely did. And menu frame rate all the way up to about 50. Hot dang. Let's just load a save that I've got here in residue processing. Look at that. That is entirely playable. About 45. Was that sound? Not really. Still a no-go on the noise. What is that? Is that my computer?
I don't hear it.
There was a, I don't know how to describe it. There was a noise that.
That's you.
Okay. Half-Life has sound. Kinda. It has... It has a non-zero amount of noise being generated by the game. This is an awfully awkward way to play, but if there's any kind of way to make this audio play a little more consistently, I would consider this to be pretty playable, really. Yeah, 40 to 50 frames, it's fine. At dirt low settings. I mean, like really bad, but this game is not exactly a looker anyway, so whatever. I'm gonna call this a win. I'm gonna call this an absolute win. This is the Acer Chromebook C15, maybe? Running Fedora and running it pretty all right. I think it has graduated from the stack of shame and will make its way to live alongside our other old laptops here that run semi-functional operating systems. Thanks for watching, And if anybody gives half a shit about this video, then I'll remember to use my interface and microphone next time. Sorry, bye.